Now, there is anger over Rahul Gandhi's disqualification. There are protests in Bengaluru and Wayanad in solidarity with Rahul Gandhi. Youth Congress workers are holding the Mashal March in Bengaluru against the central government in the wake of the disqualification of Rahul Gandhi from the Lok Sabha. The United Democratic Front also took out a march in Thiruvambadi in Wayanad constituency against the central government. Now, we will be connecting with our reporters from both Kerala and Karnataka in a short while to get you more details on these protests. But for right now, we're showing you those visuals of those protests that are taking place in two states, Kerala and Karnataka. Now remember, this is all in connection to the tussle over the disqualification of Rahul Gandhi as an MP from the Lok Sabha. Now remember, protests had also been held by the Congress where they held a Satyagraha protest across Kerala against Rahul Gandhi's disqualification. And again, this was across the state, and it was part of the nationwide agitation which was called by the All India Congress Committee against Rahul Gandhi's disqualification. Now, beyond that, in that protest, we saw senior Congress leaders like the Karnataka Congress chief and MP K. Sudhakaran and the LOP in the state take part. To get us more details on this, we are crossing over to CNN News 18's Neetu to get us more. Neetu, over to you.
In Kerala, ever since the disqualification of Rahul Gandhi has come in, there has been several protests across the state, not just in Wayanad, but in Thiruvananthapuram and different parts of the state. Yesterday also there was a day-long Satyagraha that was observed here. And now Youth Congress has held a night protest in Wayanad last night, where they took out a large march. Day before also morning, the Congress had taken out a big march in Wayanad. The protest in Wayanad is still continuing because today we are understanding that the youth leaders will also be conducting a protest during the day today.
An update from CNN News 18's Ritu as well from Karnataka. Ritu, over to you. Tell us more about the protests in Karnataka.
Well, you see that the Youth Congress who carried this torch rally in the Bengaluru from KPCC office till Freedom Park yesterday in the night, in fact, and there you see the kind of slogans that were also raised against the BJP here in the state as well as in the center. So the Youth Congress went on to allege that the central agencies are, of course, are being misused by the union government, especially, all that senior leaders that they went on to mention. There were also banners and the placards that they were holding in support of the Congress leader Rahul Gandhi. And however, they go on to say that since there are elections in the Karnataka, the Congress leaders are easy target for the BJP. But however, they aren't scared of it. But they will win with a full majority in the state. That's the level of confidence that the Congress is having. But meanwhile, you see the Youth Congress, especially in the state, is carrying out protests continuously. But again, we'll have to see to what further plans they'll have now.
Absolutely. Thank you, Neetu and Ritu, for giving us those details. Now, we're also crossing over to CNN News 18's Nikhil Lakwani, who's been tracking this story. Now, Nikhil, you're joining us from outside of Rahul Gandhi's residence. What is the situation like there?
Well, as far as the situation is concerned outside Rahul Gandhi's residence, it is very much peaceful. No gathering of workers can be seen here, but there are many of the developments which are likely to be seen today as far as the Congress party is concerned. In fact, the Indian Youth Congress are staging a protest at the Jantar Mantar site against the disqualification of Rahul Gandhi as a member of parliament at about 12 p.m. So that is the one such street protest which we are going to see in the national capital outside the parliament. But if we talk about the details inside the parliament, today is going to be the first business day for the parliament without Rahul Gandhi being a member of that particular place. On Friday, he was disqualified as an MP, and today is the first time when he won't be allowed to enter inside the parliament. So all the Congress MP will have to stay there without the presence of Rahul Gandhi. So this is the reason we have been given to understand that at about 10 a.m., that means in a short while from now, opposition party meeting is expected, and there are other leaders as well of the Congress party. They are also going to part in the same to further strategize as to how they are going to take this matter inside the parliament. Also at the same time, we have been given to understand, Aisha, that inside the parliament, all the Congress MPs, be it Rajya Sabha or Lok Sabha, they are going to wear black either black kurta or anything black for that matter, to stage a protest against the disqualification of Rahul Gandhi. And not just today, there are other things as well which are being lined up. If we talk about the further details from the Congress party, tomorrow over 30 PCs, press conferences, are going to be held by Congress party in different parts of the country. And during the first week of April, there is this big rally which is going to be held by Congress party at the Jantar Mantar site or Ramlila Maidan. The suggestions are being sought within the Congress party with the MPs and MLAs of the Congress party as to how they are going to organize Samvidhan Bachao rally. It is going to be first of its kind rally for this particular year after the disqualification of Rahul Gandhi. So not just inside the parliament, Aisha, but outside the parliament as well, we are going to see some of the street protests and the uproar here in the national capital. Back to you.
Absolutely. Nikhil, thank you so much for joining us and giving us those details.